very big cost.
Okay.
But at the moment we're lucky. During COVID, a group called Team Pankaj came. It's one Indian of Kenyan origin. He, or a Kenyan of Indian origin. He got a group together of Kenyans, Europeans, everybody who'll help. And that team is feeding our school at the moment.
So where is Kenya Wine Agencies coming
The
in?
Kenya
What
Wine
they do?
Agencies is coming in. As well as feeding the kids, you have parents who've lost their job, they've nothing to eat. And then you have orphans who have nothing to eat besides the meal they get in school. And those orphans and the parents who have no money, they need Kenya Wine Agencies, or they need someone to give a food basket or something so that they can eat, or they can supplement the little food they have. Now, when COVID happened first, everything was locked down for 2 months. And after 1 week, the people who lost their jobs, they began to be very hungry. So COVID helped us by giving food baskets to those people who are coming to our clinic who are hungry.
How much were there?
You gave us 500,000 last year, or was it twice, once or twice?
Yeah.
They gave us 500,000 for those food baskets in the emergency of COVID. And now, because we still have some emergency cases, we have pregnant girls that their families may keep them if they bring in food. So at least those pregnant girls, if you can supplement the family, then the family may let the girls stay at home. We don't want the families to throw out those girls and then they've nowhere to go. So we hope with their money now to feed these destitute cases, the pregnant girls, the orphans that are within the school, the people who have lost their job and they still don't have a job.
In your vocational training, do you place these after they graduate? Do you place them in jobs?
Yes.
Do you connect them to companies?
We're very lucky because we're in an industrial area. So the people who do plumbing and masonry, they normally get jobs very quickly. If they don't get employed, they get this casual work in slums. You know, slums are being built very fast in stone. So the people who learn plumbing and masonry, they usually get jobs in the building. And the people who are learning catering, they all get jobs either in hoteliers or restaurants, or some of them go to hotels and lodges. So usually our catering has been very blessed by getting jobs. But last year when all the hotels closed, those people went back into destitution.
So,
what about those those, you said you are also training them on computer skills?
Yeah, we're training them on computer skills and on dressmaking and hairdressing and beauty.
So what computer skills exactly?
We just do the basic packages.
Okay.
But then the ones who are very gifted, we try to take them to Strathmore or to somewhere else where they can go ahead. The ones that have that aptitude to learn more.
So you are also in partnership with Strathmore?
Not really, but we ask them every now and then to take our kids, or we send people to them to check how they can learn. Hello?
I think she's also for
Yes.
Kuala has also been supporting the catering class.
Catering class?
Yeah. We took
Another tent, yes,
for
it was
another
supposed to come yesterday. It's supposed to
How
come
many
today.
students?
Yeah.
43.
Yeah, it's coming today, I hope.
43
You know the way they
students
say they
to
deliver,
Kenya
so it should come
College
today, if not
to
today,
upgrade
Monday. They
their
said they
certificates.
deliver yesterday, now they said they deliver today. Yeah. You're welcome. Now I have one school and they don't have enough room, I have to buy 2 tents. You know, the handicapped children, because we're building a new handicapped building, but while they're building, the children are still in school. So I bought 1 tent, and now I have to buy another tent. I've actually paid, you know the way you pay half, and then they make the tent, and then you pay the other half, and then they bring it. Yeah.
So I was just talking about the INUA program and how we helped the catering.
Yeah, now they brought our catering children to, what was the hotel? Utali. They brought them to Utali for a series of lectures, and they brought up their standard of catering, and they also gave them confidence, because they went kind of to a middle class place where they were serving the people and cooking for them, and that brought up their whole standing and their whole attitude. It was wonderful. Now our catering, and they all got jobs, but then the unfortunate thing that was COVID came, and then a lot of them lost their jobs. They were sent away. Now luckily the economy is picking up, and now they're being called back, some of them. But one of the boys who lost his job, we have him here, he's cooking now for us here in the school. He was very, you see, when you're working and you have a little bit of money saved, now if you lose the job, your money goes in a very short time, and then the person goes back into destitution. This was very, very bad for us. COVID didn't affect us at all. We only had one positive case. But we don't know why they closed the schools so quickly, without checking whether the children, because now the children are back at school since January, they're crowded in classes, and we don't see any rise of infections. We've hardly seen COVID here at all in the slums. We were so astonished because we expected to have huge sickness, but how COVID affected us very badly is loss of jobs.
But number of cases, none.
We had one positive case in March, but that one came from Kwajenga. Yeah, it was a taxi driver. He came and he had a very high temperature. They called the government, because the government wouldn't allow us to do testing. They said everybody that has COVID or that has high temperature, we have to call them. Now we called the government till they got fed up of us with people with a temperature, but they didn't have COVID. They had pneumonia, they had bronchitis, they had different things wrong with their lungs, but no COVID. So we've been astonished, because we expected to have huge COVID, and we start making arrangement for our isolation room and all of this. But thank God, we don't know why we're so lucky that we didn't have COVID. Yeah.
Okay, so can we interview some of the people?
Yeah, now we can. Could you go and call, see if Raphael is over in computer, the short fellow, yeah?
Yeah, and also the other one who is cooking for you.
And the boy who's cooking for us. Now you have
both
to.
are boys, huh? Can we get a girl?
You could ask Rebecca if there's any pregnant girls nearby that she can bring here. Maybe there's one in secondary.
Yeah, so Rachel, we have